Delaying some of the traffic as everyone tries to get over to one lane. Northbound is moving just fine, but those delays southbound back to about Jewel Avenue. Alternate side of the street parking meter rules all in effect today citywide, guys. Over to you.
And we start this morning with breaking news. The
50 degrees in Central Park, 63 Scarsdale, 65 over in Oceanside. And if you're headed out anywhere along the Jersey Shore today, you also have the upper 60s to start. Another great beach day ahead. This one, though, it's going to be less humid out there and a little less heat. You'll notice already clearing out with those clouds. The winds are shifting, so more of a northerly wind for today. That's going to help drop down those dew points. And you're noticing that system from yesterday really sticking to the south, but it is passing through. Well, it is nothing but sunshine for you. 9 o'clock, noon, 5 p.m. We are dealing with wall-to-wall sunshine. Again, winds out of the north and very light temperatures, about 10 degrees cooler than yesterday in the upper 70s, near 80 degrees for some of you. Talk about the forecast. We also have a travel forecast and your 4th of July forecast. So a lot to fit in. We'll start with temperatures right now, the 60s and 70s, but already 76 in the city. It is warm and muggy, and it's going to stay that way. Live radar, we are some showers, but very, very light shower activity when you take it to northern central portions of New Jersey this morning. So out of Jefferson, Wyckoff into Patterson, and then even through parts of the city right now, you could notice a couple of sprinkles, but nothing to really worry about, more of a nuisance than anything else. And you could see a little bit more behind that. When you look to the west, you have a little bit more shower activity. Our front is still out to the northwest, and we have the high pressure to the south. Now with that, we're going to have very light winds, light and variable throughout the day, so it almost gives it this stagnant feeling. Staying high, but that front out there, it's going to be making its way toward us, and that's going to fire off some showers and storms. So you'll notice when we take you through the FUTURECAST, mainly dry, starting off with more clouds than we did yesterday, and also starting off a little bit warmer than where we were yesterday. But we stay mainly dry into the early afternoon hours, and then you'll start to notice some showers popping up and storms associated with this. At this point, they're not saying we could see severe weather, but you want to be mindful of it, keep your eye out of the sky, and keep the umbrella close by, because you could see some locally heavy downpours associated with that. That goes into the late hours, a little bit like it did yesterday, and then overnight hours we kind of clear out. We come. Back to you.
Storms are in the forecast for that area throughout the week, so more of this for all those people out there with their eye of the sky.
Ooh, it is beautiful, but man.
Hints of purple.
I know.
Back to you.
Marissa Torres, muggy day out there.
You always hope for the best, but we do have a chance of thunderstorms later this evening, you guys. A little bit like yesterday where we saw some of them roll through, especially for parts of New Jersey. But let's start off with our temperatures this morning. We are waking up upper 60s when you take it north and west. Most of you already in the 70s, 76 in Central Park. Not only is it warm out there, dew points also very high, which means it is muggy as well. Live radar, we had some earlier light shower activity, but it's looking like a lot of that has. Back to you.
Marissa Torres, muggy day out there.
You always hope for the best, but we do have a chance of thunderstorms later this evening, you guys. A little bit like yesterday where we saw some of them roll through, especially for parts of New Jersey. But let's start off with our temperatures this morning. We are waking up upper 60s when you take it north and west. Most of you already in the 70s, 76 in Central Park. Not only is it warm out there, dew points also very high, which means it is muggy as well. Live radar, we had some earlier light shower activity, but it's looking like a lot of that has. Back to you. But otherwise, though, muggy with those thunderstorms and showers, and some of those cells could actually produce some locally heavy rain. So make sure you're just able to find shelter or pull out the umbrella when necessary. For tomorrow, 4th of July, we are looking at a decent forecast for our beaches especially. We do have a chance for showers and storms, mainly inland, and it's looking like a lot of that activity is going to stay very interior sections of New Jersey out towards Pennsylvania, Delaware. However, there is still a chance. You can't completely rule it out. Back to you. At this point, like it's going to be good for the fireworks, whether you are at the Jersey Shore, the Rockaways, it's going to be okay. So for Friday, this is the day that you maybe want to plan those indoor activities. Widespread storms for Friday and Saturday looking like a very wet day. It is a big travel day, so we wanted to get you your travel forecast. If you're flying out of the country, you'll notice we have 80s along the eastern seaboard. Things with the storms, though, where if you're flying later, be careful. And then chance of storms out in Chicago. Hot temperatures, though. Phoenix, even Florida has some heat advisories already out there where heat indices could feel like 110 degrees. We'll switch over to traffic right now, talk about our subways. We have delays on your southbound. Back to you. That is going to be because of a disruptive passenger. So as soon as that clears out of the way, we'll go ahead and update you and also pay attention to the crawl, which will have the latest information there. If you're heading to any of the ferries this morning, I just wanted to update the Sea Streak. You have 1 p.m. departure, Wall Street schedule change. So heads up there. But for the most part, everything running on time at this moment, and it should be at least until this afternoon. With rails, good news, early getaway service. That's going to usually kicks in around noon, 1 p.m. to help shuffle everybody out of the city. PATH is going to have extra trains for you. So far, everything is running on time. Just know that Metro North New Haven line has those schedule changes as a result of some work that they're doing. Alternate side of the street parking in effect today citywide, guys. Over to you.
All right, Marissa.
Talk about how that's looking on a Friday morning. I'm guessing it's going to be quiet out there today. A live look at the Lincoln Tunnel, very sleepy. I can actually count the number of cars coming around the Helix right now. So you're in for a decent ride there, as well as the rest of your Hudson River crossings. If you're going to be jumping on the subways right now, just a heads up that we have some residual delays working on the continue to have a modified schedule due to work going on till Sunday. Everything else looking pretty good and running on time. It's going to be a great way to get around as it is a very busy travel day as everyone tries to escape the city and head out on vacation. Alternate side of the street parking in effect today citywide, guys. Back to you. It really is just about the rain, so you want to have the wet umbrella handy. We're not going to see anything severe, but it is going to be wet enough to make that morning commute just a little bit trickier for you. Noticing on the live radar as we start, already have the showers coming down. So some of it is going to be a little bit lighter, like you're seeing in portions of New Jersey. But zoom in and see those areas in the darker shades of green and the yellows. That means you have some heavier rain that is now falling through Whitehall's Corners, through Rockland County, over the Palisades Parkway. Ponding could be an issue this morning, I think, because we're going to have a long duration of rain for the morning commute, even through this city, through the boroughs. You're noticing through the Bronx and Manhattan, Staten Island, Brooklyn and Queens, out at the airports. They're dealing with some rain right now. Some of the areas that are used to seeing flooding, like the Belt Parkway, the BQE, I think you could start to see some of the water gathering there. I don't think a lot of people are going to be out there today. I think some returned yesterday, some will go in today, but I think it'll be a quieter situation on the subways. You do have some overnight track work that has returned this morning. These are the lines impacted with that. This clears up at 5 o'clock, so about 10 more minutes, and then you shouldn't have to worry about any of those service changes. With our rail lines, major commuter rail lines, Metro North, LARR, New Jersey, and PATH, everything out or close to schedule, moving pretty smoothly. Maybe anticipate some potential for delays this morning because of the rain. Everything with your buses also looking good. Alternate side of the street parking, it is in effect with meter rules citywide. To have the George Washington Bridge, a live look here. Soggy out there. It is soggy, but it's not that busy, so I think that'll help you out a little bit. Everything looking good. No construction. Lower level is easy pass only till 6 o'clock. Same with the Palisades approach, but everybody's seeing rain, so slow it down. Also, if you're going to be heading out, we'll just check in on those rails because Metro North, LARR, New Jersey Transit and PATH, they're on or close to schedule for you. And so far, problem-free. Your ferries also problem-free and everything on a regular weekday schedule. And alternate side of the street parking, it's in effect today citywide. Back to you.
Died rescue.
Meet the local police.
Back to you. For the day, there's that front that went through, bringing us some brief rain Saturday into Sunday. Today, it is going to be dry. I can at least say that, but not going to get much sunshine. Temperature is going to be in the mid to upper 40s. Again, that's above normal for this time of year. But as we get further into the midweek, and then we are watching 2 chances at seeing. Going to switch over to traffic right now. We'll go ahead and take a live look at the Lincoln Tunnel. Things looking pretty good as you head around the Helix. Not much traffic out there. Moving well. Don't be closed right now for construction. Should be opening up soon. Then we want to just update you real quick. Out in Bound Brook, New Jersey, that overnight fire Calla had mentioned earlier. Anthony DiLorenzo live on scene. You do have these road closures. Mountain Avenue southbound between Route 28 and Main Street. All lanes blocked until further notice. Today, citywide. Craig Calla. Back to you.
Family out for a nice hike in the South Mountain Reservation over the weekend.
Yeah, we got out. I was no sleep till winter returns. That was the theme of the weekend. I know Cal went to Central Park. Craig,
Yep.
Did you get out and enjoy?
You know what? I told you I was going to clean my garage.
Did you?
My garage got no love.
Good. You had to. Okay, the timing couldn't have been better, you guys. And we shine on Saturday, 70 Saturday at Newark, and then Sunday, everyone broke a new record. Bridgeport, worth noting because that was. I don't know when you'll see that again. Maybe sometime, but I'm not expecting anytime soon. Right now you have temperatures. 38 degrees is the normal high temperature this time of year. That's where we're starting out. But notice some areas to the north and west starting off in the 20s. You have Lindenhurst at 34, 41 Asbury Park. A little bit of a wind out there. So back to you. as well. But satellite radar picture clouding up, and these clouds are here to stay for the day. We have more of an onshore wind today, an east wind, and that's going to keep those clouds over us with some of that moisture being pulled up over us. So that front that went through Saturday night into Sunday didn't do much. We got half an inch in Central Park, and then it just kind of stalled off to the south of us. Now you have this area of high pressure that's going to be pushing into the region. That's going to keep that front at bay. So we're dry for today, but tomorrow we see some of that moisture lift up. So tomorrow we have rain in the forecast, but today go out and enjoy as much as you can. We have temperatures upper 40s for New Jersey. You have the mid 40s when you take it north into the Hudson Valley and Long Island, Connecticut. You are also going to see the 40s for today, but that's about a 20-degree difference than what we had yesterday. Now noticing tomorrow, back to you. It's the same in the 40s, upper 40s or so, but this comes with some rain showers. It's looking like the timing will be between 4 p.m. and then out of the way by late at night on Tuesday. Back to you. Line. The Bound Brook station is closed for the day and you're out there. So we'll continue to follow it, but that's the service change you have there. Everything else is on or close to schedule. With our subways, you have some track maintenance out there, just wrapping up on the F&Q, but residual delays until they're able to get fully back up to speed. And then don't forget, you also have that overnight track work going on. So these are those lines being impacted with that. That wraps up at 5 o'clock. Alternate side street parking in effect. So don't forget to bundle up this morning and move that car, guys. Back to you.
All right, in business.
Don't forget, you also have that overnight. A little bit of, I don't know, I tried. It was warm yesterday. Not so record-breaking today. A little bit of a return to reality. We have some clouds out there to greet you. Temperatures 20 degrees colder than our high yesterday in some areas. Now temperatures were 40s, which is still also have that overnight, be slightly above normal. Today comes with some clouds, and they're going to stick around. Overcast for today, but without any rain. Noticing that front to the south, that's the one that went through Saturday. We're expecting to see a little bit of moisture from that lift tomorrow. But today, you do not need the umbrella, not even the sunglasses. Temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. We'll talk about that rain in the forecast before those temperatures drop down in the 20s by Thursday morning. So we'll have all of that coming up in a few minutes. Let's go ahead and switch over to traffic and talk about the GOWANUS. A live look right now. You have that HOV lane that is blocked off, but for the most part, traffic traveling up through Industry City as you try to get towards the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel is moving fine. A heads up that we have an exit ramp blocked off. So this is Cross Bay Bridge as you head southbound at Cross Bay Boulevard. It is blocked off. They're not saying for exactly what reason, but a heads up if you're going to be traveling through there anytime soon. Alternate side of the street parking.
Weekend was
just a tad into
the weekend was outstanding. Yesterday, just beautiful.
Awesome. It just was all. I don't even know what else to say except it was awesome. It was incredible. The timing was perfect. Not going to top it today. In fact, I don't know when we will top it because I think we're really going to start entering into that January feel, especially by the weekend. Starting with those weather headlines, more clouds than sun for the afternoon, but no rain for today. Temperatures much closer to average, so the normal high this time of year is 38 degrees. We're going to be a little above that, but then notice that we have some scattered and that overnight. For Tuesday, not looking like much, and then a big temperature cool down as we head toward the end of the week. In terms of those temperatures right now, as you start off, and even if you were out last night, you may have noticed some of that cold air starting to settle in. Temperatures right now in the city in the upper 30s. You have a little bit of a wind, so a little bit of a wind chill out there, but a lot of you are waking up in the low to mid 30s. You have 28 Highland below freezing to the north and west, 41 Asbury Park. We have the clouds out there. As I mentioned, clouds are going to stay for the day. You may have some areas that break out a little bit, and I'll show you in just a moment. But otherwise, that overnight area of high pressure that's going to keep some of this moisture to the south of us. This is that front that went through Saturday into Sunday that really didn't amount to much in terms of total accumulation with rainfall. I think we picked up half an inch in Central Park. But it is going to impact us a little bit as we get through Tuesday. So today, noticing those clouds fill in just a little bit, some of these serious clouds that you'll notice. Clouds thicken through the afternoon. May notice some brighter spots if you're west and north of the city. But the city looks like it's mainly going to be stuck under these clouds with that onshore flow, that wind coming off of the ocean, picking up some of that moisture. Tuesday starts off dry. Overnight. Bound Brook, New Jersey. So this is something our Anthony DiLorenzo has been covering all morning from the scene. But just a heads up in the area that Mountain Avenue southbound remains closed off to traffic. Route 28 to Main Street. All lanes are blocked off because of the emergency response there. Anthony will have more on that coming up. in the, later in the hour. With our rails this morning, because of that situation in Bound Brook, that rare speed, and then don't forget you also have that overnight for the day. So they say to continue to watch for any updates, but that's what they're saying as of now. The rest of your rails are on time. You have residual delays on the F train. Overnight track work has wrapped up, so subways look like a pretty good option this early hour. Alternate side of the street parking, it's in effect today citywide, guys. Back to you.
All right, Marissa, thanks.